How y'all doing? Happy Friday in my world. Happy whenever you'll see this in your world, okay? Bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back to my channel. If you know me, thank you so much for coming back to see, girl. I appreciate you. If you do not recognize this face, however, my bad. My name is Latrice. Nice to meet you. And this right here is Faith by Latrice. Where faith is a muscle we exercise around here. Now let's get on into it, y'all. No dilly-dallying me down. Listen to me. We finna jump right on into it. So I slipped up. I slipped up in an area in my life and I wasn't consistent in it recently. But I made the decision. I said, before I start beating myself up about something that I slipped up in, let me stop, actively combat those negative thoughts, if you're keeping up with me. And let me think back to the preceding patterns that led up to me missing the mark. I thought back to the patterns in my past week. What happened in the past week that caused me to miss the mark in this area? What happened? What did I do? What was I watching? What was I listening to? Who did I let get in my ear? What was I reading? Okay. What was I doing too much of and not doing enough of? Okay. Took inventory to get to the patterns. I said, oh, that's what I did. Boom. I got encouraged because now I know what to do to avoid missing the mark again in this area. But after I got encouraged, I quickly got humbled. Because what I had to think about was, okay, I didn't allow myself to go there, but I still was mad at the fact that I missed the mark. And what God had to remind me is, Latrice, I keep trying to tell you, you're human. You came from dust just like every other human on the planet. Yes, I speak to you. Yes, you have gifts. Yes, you have talents. Yes, you're funny and all the things. But you're human just like everybody else. And what part of that you don't get? And then I thought about a scripture. Galatians 6:3. This is Paul talking to the church of Galatia. He says, for if anyone thinks he is something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. If you think you something when you really nothing, you like everybody else, you know higher than anybody else. But for some reason, I'm still sitting on this high horse. Not just because I'm arrogant, because whatever. I realize that there's a lot of things that came out of when I was operating in that spirit of rejection. Was, past tense, When I was operating in that spirit of rejection, there were a lot of things that came out of that. Hyper independence was one of them. Hyper independence. I just don't need anybody to do anything. A messianic complex, playing God, me feeling like I'm in control, or not actually in control, but wanting so badly to feel like I'm in control of a situation so that I avoid rejection. But God had to remind me, you're human like everybody else. I need you to come down off of that high horse, or better, you let me knock you down off the high horse so you really see you on the same level as everybody else. But you don't be discouraged by that. That should make you feel good. Like, you know what? I'm not Superman. I'm not Superwoman. I don't have to carry everything on my back. Who said I have to? Hello? Who said I have to do that? Nobody. Okay. And then I thought, what are the solutions to this? Thought about some more scripture. James 4:7. James says, okay, hold on. James 4:6. It's talking about, basically in the beginning of James 4, he's talking about how people are the people of God, people who are now believing in God and say or claim that they no longer operate in what everybody else in the world doing. Okay. But they still falling. They still fighting with folks. They still jealous of people. They still doing all of these things and showing evidence of living like people who are in the world and not like people who believe in God. He says, and God, gives grace generously. As the scriptures say, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So humble yourselves before God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. So he's saying, submit yourself to God and resist the devil. In some cases, he's telling you to resist, right? Maybe spiritually, spiritual warfare, all the things of those of us who know about it. In that case, he says, resist the devil. He'll flee from you. But sometimes that's not always the solution. Let me give you the other one. 2 Timothy 2:22. He says, run from anything that stimulates youthful lusts. Instead, pursue righteous living, faithfulness, love, and peace. Enjoy the companionship of those who call on the Lord with pure hearts. In one case, he says, resist the devil and he'll flee. In another case, in this circumstance, he says, run from it. Run from what stimulates your youthful lusts, your loins, all the things, huh? You clocking? Okay. Run from it. Instead, when you run from it, instead of indulging in the things that you know are temptations for you, but you think you're stronger than that, I'm talking to myself. You think you're stronger and you can beat that temptation, huh? When the flesh was like, ma'am, you made of the same things everybody else made out of. You can't, okay. Instead, pursue, chase after righteous living, faithfulness, love, peace. And then he says, enjoy the companionship of those who call on the Lord. Now he's saying this is the type of company you need to keep. Run from this. If it's practical, if it's a party going on and you know it's going to be somebody there that gets your loins all bothered, let's talk for real now, or if it's going to be alcohol, if it's going to be XYZ there, don't go to the place and say, I can hold out. I can do it. No, just don't go. Run from it. Okay. That was my lesson for today, huh? Si nadie te ha dicho hoy, este día que te estoy hablando a ti misma. If nobody has told you today, I want to tell you that I love you. Because life be lifing out here, sure enough. But get what? We still gonna prosper regardless. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.